Hey, Mrs. Crescent here with Math Genius Project. First things first, I need to give credit where credit is due. I borrowed some great ideas from this research article I read on the problem is the solution, creating original problems in gifted mathematics classroom. Now, this research study was done on high school gifted math students, but I've been able to adapt it over the last few years, and it's worked awesome for my third graders, and I feel like it could be adapted to work at any grade level. So there's basic steps in the Math Genius Project. Step one is to get inspired. They could either get inspired by a topic or a single number, any data point. Step two, they need to research that topic, build the background knowledge and excitement for the topic so people are actually interested to learn about and look into their own someone else's Math Genius project. Step three is the biggest component of the Math Genius project. That is the problem. Students need to take that topic or that data point and turn that into a real life problem that is within their topic that must be solved. Step four, students then show their audience about how to think about the problem, how to visualize it, and of course, ultimately solve it. So I'm going to run you through a quick example of where inspiration may strike. So step one, I am recording as if this were my Math Genius project. So here is my moment of inspiration. I went to my own children's parent-teacher conference, and in their library, they had the world's tallest man, Robert Wadlow, and I was inspired. Normally, I would show this video telling about Robert Wadlow's life. Really cool guy, if you ever get a chance to check it out. Here's a graph that I also found, did not create myself, but I did live link it so that way when I'm building up my Math Genius project that students could learn more about Robert Wadlow and his life. So here is step three of my Math Genius project. Here would be my question. What is the difference between the average male height in America and Robert Wadlow? So again, for the beginning Math Genius projects, we like to give a little bit more information. So I wanted my audience to be able to have the information ready to go. And also this is live links. So if you click on it, it'll take you to all the average height for men around the world, which is pretty interesting. So the next slide then for the Math Genius project is to show how to solve it. So I recommend using this Chrome add-on extension PageMarker, or there's lots of other ones like it. And so for step four is showing how to visualize and think about it. So I would encourage the student creating the Math Genius project to talk out how you would figure it out. Well, I know we need to find the difference between that. And when we're looking for the difference between something, one of the best ways to solve that is to subtract. So what we are working with is Robert Wadlow was 8 feet, 11 inches, and that got a little, that's not supposed to be there. And the average male height was 5 feet, 9 inches. So we're lucky in our subtraction problem here that we don't have to do any extra conversion here because what we're trying to take away from here, there's enough to take away from there. So it's 2 inches and 3 feet. The difference between the average male height and Robert Wadlow was 3 entire feet and 2 inches, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of that, get back into present mode. Here's a couple other options I give my students to think about as options for their problem. If the world's smallest man was just under 2 feet, about how many times taller is Robert Wadlow than the smallest man in the world? And another option of just bringing up the level of difficulty for the math problem. So I'm going to show a few student samples here of their own Math Genius projects that they created. So here they're showing step one. All right, and they're going on to step two. And moving on to step three of the Math Genius project. And here's step four, them progressing through and showing how they would solve the problem. Okay, so here's going to be step one. Step 2, she's giving some background knowledge on some famous mathematicians. All right, and here's step 3. And here's her step 4, explaining the days and the inspired people and how long it takes for all of the US to have been inspired. And you'll see here the 28th day they hit their mark by inspiring enough people to hit the US. So again, step 1, inspiration. So step 2, giving some background knowledge on the topic. All right, so what's really cool is that these girls did call Sky High, which is not far from where we go to where our school is, and they gave them the average estimate of people that come to Sky High every week. So they talked to the manager there, and it was really exciting for them to get that real information. Now it's not completely accurate, but in real terms, a lot of times we work in averages or estimates anyways. So this was step 3 of their project, the math problem. And here's step 4. And they even show them some tricks that they've learned with doing some multiplication and things of that nature when they're solving it. All right, so you got the basics of the Math Genius Project. So part of the project is getting inspired, finding that inspiration, whether it be on a topic, a general topic, or a data point. Second, got lights back on. Second part is to research, get some information on the topic, and step 3 is create a Math Genius problem, and step 4 is to solve it. So what will inspire you? So I'm excited. If you do go ahead and take on this project with your students, Math Genius projects, please let me hear back. What was how did it go? What kind of topics did the students do? And I just released this project to my students today, and they are just it's palpable, the excitement that they have for trying to find their topic. And I encourage them, don't go with the first topic you find. Keep getting inspired. Take 3 or 4 days to really get inspired so you really invest and have fun with that topic. So enjoy.